You know those autumn mornings when time seems to pass more slowly? Soft and gentle, like the leaves that hesitate in the air as they fall from the trees? It was on one of those mornings that our favorite platypus, Tonton, woke up early, as usual, to take a deep breath of the fresh breeze that arrives with the sunrise. Tonton loved how the autumn air always came with the crispness of nature, preparing for winter's arrival. To match that perfect autumn morning, Tonton decided to make his most beloved breakfast recipe: oatmeal porridge with coconut milk and cinnamon, sweetened with brown sugar and a touch of vanilla. What a fragrant and nourishing delight! Already salivating just thinking about all that flavor, Tonton began gathering the ingredients. But when he opened the little jar of cinnamon, something very curious happened. Or rather, didn't happen. He realized he couldn't smell the sweet and intense aroma of his favorite spice. He picked up a cinnamon stick and brought it close to his nose. He took a deep breath to see if now, with the cinnamon so close to his nostrils, he would be able to catch its scent. But unfortunately, nothing. Not even a whiff. Tonton frowned, puzzled. He picked up the sprig of rosemary. Nothing. The lavender flowers on the windowsill. Not a hint of fragrance. Lemon balm, vanilla, I know, curry. And this time, it was his nose that crinkled as he let out a huge sneeze. Achoo! But the scent? Nothing. Not a single trace. Wow. Maybe my nose hasn't woken up yet, he thought. Tonton went ahead and made his porridge. But since his sense of smell was missing, he couldn't really taste the food. Tonton started to feel sad, remembering all the delicious meals he had once enjoyed, all the wonderful aromas he had once experienced, and so many more he still wanted to discover. And now, without being able to smell the world around him, what would life be like? Tonton felt as if everything had lost its meaning. His sense of smell had gone away, taking with it the colors of his most cherished memories and some important dreams that connected him to life itself. He sat down in his armchair, gazing out at the backyard, at the fallen autumn leaves scattered on the ground, and sighed softly. Without scents, life loses so much of its flavor. Later that same day, in the afternoon, someone knocked at the door. It was his friend, Bôbôi, bringing a banana cake with cinnamon to enjoy with a warm cup of tea by the end of the day. Tonton looked at the banana cake with such sadness that a small tear rolled down his cheek. He explained to Bôbôi what had happened. Bôbôi immediately smiled and changed color. Yes, that happened from time to time, especially when she had a good idea. "I know a very special place," she said. "It's a hidden garden just behind the great Samauma tree. There lives a perfumer hedgehog. He knows all the scents in the world. I think he can help, shall we? I'll take you there, my dear friend." Tonton didn't even ask how Bôbôi knew about that place. She was like that, full of mysteries, magic, and enchantments, typical of multicolored dancing serpents. He just wrapped a scarf around his neck and followed Bôbôi. The garden wasn't just hidden, it was enchanted. Flowers of every color and shape were spread throughout the place. Countless fragrances danced on the breeze, turning every step into a rich experience of scents and sensations. Bottles filled with aromas swayed gently, hanging from the branches of the trees. And right there, in the heart of the garden, walking back and forth inside a large iridescent glass greenhouse with his twitchy, curious little nose, was him, the perfumer hedgehog. From afar, he recognized Bôbôi immediately. "Bôbôi, Bôbôi, what brings you here? Yesterday was our afternoon tea day, wasn't it? I thought you wouldn't be back until a few days from now." "Not that I'm complaining. I love your company, you know that. Especially when you bring your delicious aromatic cakes to enjoy with a good cup of tea." "And that's exactly why we're here," Bôbôi replied. "Aromas, or rather, the absence of them." "What happened? Don't tell me. You've lost the scent of cinnamon?" At that moment, the hedgehog used an expression he often said to describe someone who was sad, feeling down, or going through one of those days when life feels dull and nothing seems to make sense anymore. He didn't know it yet, but that exact phrase, on that exact day, had hit the mark, or better yet, hit Tonton's nose and his mysterious loss that autumn morning. Tonton's eyes filled with tears. "It wasn't just the cinnamon I lost. I lost the scent of everything." The hedgehog looked at Tonton, as if he understood everything without needing to hear more. He sniffed one flower, then another, as if searching for something specific among the fragrances. Then, he opened a small wooden box, so old and worn, it seemed to hold memories from another time. "Sometimes," said the hedgehog softly, "what we're missing is the scent of the aromas that live deep inside us." He brought the box close to Tonton's nose and spoke in a calm and confident tone. "Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. And as you breathe, slowly and calmly, think about all the things you love the most, the smells that have left a mark on your heart." Tonton closed his eyes and took a deep breath. As he did, something magical happened. His imagination took him on a journey through the story of his life. He remembered his childhood, the warm hugs from his mother, the scent of lavender that always perfumed her clothes, the smell of fresh soursop juice served almost every day at home, his father's favorite. He remembered the late afternoons, the family gathered in the living room over cups of strong, fragrant coffee. He remembered his grandmother's oatmeal porridge, his favorite. The way the scent of cinnamon and vanilla filled the entire house whenever she cooked it. And oh, the smell of her bean soup, the one they all shared during long storytelling dinners. And the cakes she baked with such care, filling the house with that sweet, comforting aroma. Tonton had learned to cook by watching her. The gentle, loving way she treated each ingredient. She didn't just cook, she nurtured. Every smell, every flavor was filled with her love, her kindness, her joy in caring. As these memories filled his chest, he felt a warmth bubbling up inside him, like water coming to a boil in a kettle. The water of emotion, of affection, began to rise through his eyes. Tonton cried. He cried from love, from longing, from gratitude. He sobbed and sniffled, flooded by the memory of a life full of aromas and stories. And then, with one of those sniffles, something unexpected happened. Wait a minute, I know that smell. Cinnamon. Sweet, warm, slightly spicy. It was rising gently from deep inside the little wooden box. Tonton's eyes flew open. His face lit up with joy. "Cinnamon, cinnamon!" he shouted, hugging the perfumer hedgehog and his dear friend, Bôbôi, all at once, with his big, warm, fuzzy body. They all laughed, loud and heartfelt. Tonton thanked his new friend, who happily promised to help whenever needed. And he gave Bôbôi the tightest hug of all, grateful for such a magical and healing surprise. When they returned to Tonton's house, all the smells were there, just like always. But now, Tonton could feel them more vividly than ever. The fragrant herbs, the lavender on the pillows, his beloved spices, and his favorite, cinnamon. Tonton didn't think twice. He made another warm bowl of oatmeal with coconut milk, vanilla, and cinnamon, so he and Bôbôi could share it together. And oh, what a joy to taste that flavor again. A flavor that held so many special memories. So much love, care, and stories from his grandma. Tonton suddenly asked, "What day is it today?" Bôbôi smiled and answered, "It's the 20th day of autumn." Tonton's eyes widened. "It's my grandma's birthday. I had completely forgotten." Bôbôi looked at him with a twinkle in her eye. "Well, maybe your nose didn't." Tonton paused. "Could that be why I lost my sense of smell?" Without finishing his porridge, he stood up quickly and began searching through his drawers. Found it. He held up an old notebook, its pages yellowed with time, edges worn from age, and full of scribbled notes. "My grandma's recipe book," he whispered. "She gave it to me just a few days before she became a star in the sky. When she left, I was so sad. I tucked it away in the bottom drawer and forgot it was even there. I never opened it." He opened the notebook, and right there, on the first page, was a message, written in her beautiful, curly handwriting. "To my sweet Tonton, my greatest treasure, may your life be full of flavor and love. I will love you forever. Grandma." Bôbôi touched the page gently. "It seems your grandma chose her birthday to give you this gift once again." Tonton smiled, touched, and moved. "I'm going to rewrite each and every one of these recipes, put them in a brand new notebook. And, of course, invite my friends to taste them with me more often. This tradition cannot fade away." That night, Tonton fell asleep, feeling deeply grateful, surrounded by the soft scent of orange oil in his bedroom diffuser. Sometimes we have to lose one sense to awaken an even deeper one. So many beautiful things were remembered and brought back to life that day. And that's wonderful. Good night, Tonton.